Thursday leading into the football weekend. You might want to get something arranged for Thursday night football. But with the Packers playing on a Thursday, John, we had to do football food picks with our celebrity chef friend Adam Pawlak today on a Tuesday because really today in Green Bay is kind of like a Friday, if you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
They're already getting ready.
They are already getting ready. So we need to get ready as well. Now, here's the thing with Thursday night football. You've worked all day. You're back home. You're trying to scramble to get things organized. You want to be ready for the game. You probably don't have as much time as usual. So what I did today for Adam and you, John, is to find something that is new on the Lambeau food menu.
Oh, good.
Which this is, but also will not take you a ton of time to make at home. So what I settled on are these delicious little garlic knots. It's a simple pizza dough. You can find it already balled up. Make your own if you'd like at the store and make it and keep it at home. You can freeze it real well. It's some Parmesan, some butter, some parsley.
Smells great.
Mix it in a bowl. Tie your dough cut it into little strips. Make it into knots. Bake it at 350 for however long you need until it gets nice and golden. And then toss it in your butter, parsley, Parmesan mixture. And there you go. You're set to go and put a little dipping sauce next to it. You got yourself a great little snack.
I thought you said garlic nuts. That would be a different. That would be a
little
bit
different.
We
want
very
garlic
different.
knots.
Garlic knots.
Garlic
All right.
knots.
Those look fantastic. It
so
smells
I put 3
good.
on a plate for Adam. Now, this is very
fancy.
interesting because you actually, on your Instagram, Adam, have something very similar to this. And I didn't realize
You're in trouble today because I am a garlic knot pro, and I'm not giving away any high scores today unless it's deserving.
Well, tell me what you see on the plate.
All right, so we got 3 garlic knots. He has the parsley garnish and a nice, I think, marinara sauce or pizza sauce. Pretty straightforward, but these can be, like you said, a great, easy thing to do. If you want to cheat, use, that crescent pizza dough right out of the tube. Get after it. It's an easy one.
So we made uni pizzas over the weekend, which I absolutely love. I did not use that dough because it's a different kind of flour.
Yeah,
it's a
more
triple O flour.
Yeah.
So I did get another dough, balled it up. We had it at house, and I just brought a little bit of it and made a few knots.
Yep. All right.
So nicely decorate, a little bit of golden brown on it. I did put a little butter on it before baking it.
It's warm, which is good.
It is. Well, that's a good start. And then just sprinkle a little Parmesan on it and maybe a little leftover parsley. Find your favorite dipping sauce, ranch, marinara, whatever. So what are you looking for out of that?
He went back in.
He
That's
did.
good.
He double dipped.
I saw that.
I'm going to eat the whole thing.
Okay. Usually he takes a bite and then leaves the rest.
All right. Everything's really good. It's served super warm, which is nice. This is good. I mean, I'm happy with it. Did you do any garlic in the in like your butter Parmesan? Okay, you did.
Yes.
Okay.
So I minced my own garlic and put it in with the butter mixture, kept that separate, and then did the parsley Parmesan kind of at the end. I whisked that in and then put the warm bread knots in it.
Yeah, it's good. Like I said with mine, I just go super heavy with butter, cheese, and garlic where it's almost like it was snowed on. But I like this. Maybe this is the light version of that. But the dough actually is cooked really good. Usually people have problems with that as well. So what I say is cook it at a lower temperature so that it has time to cook, just like yours did. It's cooked all the way through. It's warm. Probably could have used like 5 more minutes just to get a little bit more toasty on there. But flavor is good, right, John?
It's very, very good. We don't have a... It's very good. We don't have a commercial kitchen upstairs. How did you do this?
He's been doing anything in air fryers and camper things.
Yeah, we have like nothing up there to cook with.
You know what we do? We do have a mini like Wolf convection / baking oven upstairs, which is pretty insane. I mean, it's
pretty good.
Not even a microwave. I mean, it's pretty legit.
I like the garlic's not overwhelming. You can taste the garlic, but it doesn't.
So I did
dominate
two cloves and then 3/4 of a stick of butter because that's what I just had open. As much parsley as I thought was necessary, about a 1/2 cup of Parmesan in the mixture.
Yep.
And then I sprinkled some more Parmesan on top.
And is this this is a jarred sauce, right?
It's just a jarred kind of pizza sauce.
Rocky Rococo's by chance?
It's not. It's La Candida.
All right. It tastes good.
So can you make these with the little, like we used to make pigs in a blanket with the little Pillsbury
Little
you
crescent
pop
roll
the crescent
things.
roll.
He's doing like my style, just adding things to it. You could put some pepperoni and some mozzarella cheese in there.
Sure.
And then bake them like that too.
Some pepperoni
Not trying
would
to
be
go
great.
off of what you gave us. Sorry.
Pepperoni would be great in there.
I think that the thought process here is, number one, you could get it at Lambeau. It's a new food item at Lambeau.
Yep.
And number two, it doesn't take a lot of time.
Yeah, it's fairly easy if you have everything ready to rock.
For Thursday Night Football, I feel like that's kind of what you need.
But really, if you jazzed it up, Chef, like you were talking about, you could do it almost as an entree.
Yeah.
Like if you added some meat to it, if you bulked it up a little bit. But this is really good. How'd you get it crunchy like that? And the crap that we have upstairs?
We've got a nice. We
Nice
really
oven.
do have a nice
A
oven
nice
upstairs.
oven. We'll get it nice and crispy.
It's nice. It's Wolf. So that gets it. 350 is the temp. To Adam's point, you kind of want that golden brown look on it. So I put a little butter on top just to give it a little golden brown. But if you go too high with your temp, the inside's going to be real doughy.
Yeah, it's
while the
still
outside
raw.
is crispy.
Yeah, and this is good.
Chef, how hard are bread products in general, whether you're actually baking a bread product or you're making something like this that has dough?
Well, with the scientific thing, it's like baking with that is you have to follow the recipe. If something says bake at 350, bake it at 3. His looked a lot more buttery than the ones I got. I'm kind of jealous of what
mine
you
was
just had.
crispy and
It was-
buttery.
in the
Mine's
bottom of the
crispy and
dish.
warm, sorry. But yeah, you got to follow through. If it says bake at 350 or 325, don't bake it at 400 to save time because it changes the way that's happening, And bread baking, super specific. I know everyone probably made a loaf of bread during COVID or something, but the real master bakers and stuff put years and years in the recipes and hydration and what goes into it. As we talk about our Pillsbury Thursday night football appetizers.
You know what I love about this? So kids can dig it.
Yes.
Kids can help you
Yep.
make it.
Yep.
Kids can eat it. They'll love it. It
Well, I was
tastes
going to say,
great.
too, what we were talking about upgrading is like you could put ham and cheese in there.
Yep.
You can do all different things. You could put little brats and cheddar cheese in there. Like
I
all
like
different.
that.
Anything rolled in the
I like
the
that.
bread or the dough, I think would be good. But these are classic. I like this, and they're probably going to go through a ton of these at Lambeau this year.
So lots of people who like to cook are afraid to bake or aren't very good at baking.
Yep.
Is that because baking's more difficult? It's more time consuming? What is
I
it?
would say the skill of it is very similar, but you have to have a passion because you got to be patient, right? So, like, if you're letting something rest overnight or even a few hours, people nowadays, I feel like, want that instant gratification where they're like, all right, get the pan hot, throw everything in there, and now we can eat. Where baking, I feel like you got to love it and you got to be able to be patient where if something doesn't come out perfect, you restart and go again. If it's too dense, if it's, you can't really be too airy with nice bread, but, if it's too dense or the flavor's not there, too yeasty or whatever, people are not into changing that and trying again and going again. But I think any loaf of bread is good. I don't know. That's my last meal is bread and butter. So
Just
people
simple.
know that.
I love bread
That
too.
would be my last thing. Or if someone said it's the only thing you're allowed to eat ever again, I'm okay with that.
I like this as a little bit of an appetizer. I like it as a side thing to pasta, right? You could dip that in any sort of vodka sauce or whatever you're making.
Nice job,
Is that on the
Matthew.
menu? Thank you very much.
Nice
Now,
job.
here's where Adam typically gives a score. Now, what I've learned is that the score is not compared against the other stuff I've made. It's really
No.
more compared
Yeah.
against what the
Okay.
highest level bread knot would be, I guess.
If I had like the best bread knot ever as a 10, we judge it towards that.
Okay, so what is it?
Okay, look, he's like waiting. That's where there's more buildup than that, John.
I want
all right? We're
the
supposed
nut.
to,
All right, break it down and then
All right.
give us a score.
and I have to judge you as being using upstairs as well. So we're gonna put that into. But for bread knot with the sauce, something easy to do. We're going to. You're pretty close. I'm gonna say 7.6.
Okay.
Whoa, that seems good.
7.6. He has very high standards.
He looks disappointed.
He's
That's
always
okay.
You look
disappointed with my
disappointed.
scoring. I mean,
I have room to grow and improve.
I thought, based on the chef's history, his knowledge, I thought you were going to be like in 6.5. He gave you
See,
7.6.
See, now I got some
That's
backup
good.
here. You haven't been here the last 2 weeks.
That's generous.
7.6 is very good, I think, when scoring food, especially what you're doing upstairs. And, all that I ask for is a little bit more butter, a little bit more garlic, a little bit more cheese.
Okay.
So it's just more of everything because that's how I am. I don't have a stopping point. That's my fault.
You want these to drip a little bit.
Oh, yeah. I want them to drip, and I want garlic all over them and Parma. Like, his looked really good. I will say, across the way.
Yeah,
Looked a little bit more drippy. But that's not 7.6 is good.
I think that's
I'll
great.
take it. It's a solid score.
He's reluctantly taking
I don't know
it.
if I've had a 10 garlic knot before.
Yeah.
So
So we've got a full website dedicated to our celebrity chef segment here with Adam Pawlak. So check it out at WTMJ.com.
Maybe not anymore. You seem a little angry after that score.
I'll make
Oh,
sure it
man,
gets
just got
stuck
room
there.
to grow. You can see all the different episodes. And also, let us know what you have going on at Egg and Flour. You talked about catering last week and all good stuff
Yeah.
leading up to the holidays.
Well, I'm going to talk about a little bit of private stuff. I mean, Egg and Flour, yes, we're really busy in the holiday time, and if you need a space to have a party or something or rent it out or think about us for catering, I do want to give a shout-out to Tim Stein. He's out there listening. Just have to give him a shout-out. Hope he's doing good. And come to me for private stuff, too. I'm using this time to talk about the private just events, in-home stuff. They can find it on my Instagram, Adam Pawlak _Pawlak 23. Reach out there, or Facebook. So a lot of events. We have 4 events this week, 3 next week. So the city is keeping me busy.
That's awesome, man. I'd love to have you over at my house.
Yeah.
We're going
All
to
right,
do that.
You
we're
guys
gonna
work
do
on it.
Yeah, we're
And
going to work
Greg
on
will
it.
help.
We're going to
We'll
make
do
that
bread
happen.
nuts.
That's all I want. You have to understand, John, like my dream is to be a chef.
Yeah.
Like in a
Well,
different
you're good
life.
at it.
So
His average right now is like an 8-1.
anything I can do to get a
Wow.
true
Yeah,
chef to
between
say
the
this
three
was good.
is like an 8 or what? How many segments? 3 segments.
We've done
now?
4.
This is 4. So
Yeah,
an 8-1 average. You know, I have a 4.4 on Google as my restaurant, so I think you're beating me in that world.
Well, you're the greater.
If you're looking for good help, you know where to find it.
Get Greg.
Oh, I love
Chef,
it,
it's
man.
always good to have you here. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much.